Hello. We're back with some Minecraft. Trust, chat. I'm actually gonna fucking do shit this time rather than run around in circles and talk about religion or some shit. Trust, 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 trust. But guess what? I know y'all missed it. I know y'all missed it. We're doing Forensic Files again. I know you want it, so I'm giving it to you. God, okay. I've got some that I am. Oh, I got some suggestions on which ones to watch because apparently they are quite interesting. W stream, W stream. Thank you. I'm still doing intro shit. W stream. I don't. W intro. Yeah. I was about to say. I don't look. Oh, hold on. I have to show you. I have to show you. When you were saying your shit that you were saying yesterday in my chat, they're gonna make you fat. What do they make you? Hold on, I gotta show you. You answer, then I'll show you the thing. Noodle bowl. Damn. Fuck. I wish. Okay, I gotta show you. You see this right here? This is you, right in the middle here, talking about my tomato ass face. Mm-hmm. So now you're on the wall. Now you're on the wall. Oh. Why did I just get... What the fuck? You're famous. You genuinely are. Noodles and chicken and broccoli. Mm. Yes. Yes, you are famous now. You are a part of the board. The board. So, anyway. Oh, Minecraft crashed. Minecraft crashed. Okay. Restarting Minecraft. You've officially made it. You've officially made it. Okay. Okay, the switch up. The switch up is crazy. The switch up is crazy. Oh my god. I can't do anything right with you, can I? Okay. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, no shot. No shot you made me wait for that. Oh my god, dude. Fuck off. Okay. We'll just do a random seed. We don't need to... hold on. Wait, I can do a thing. I can do a thing. Once I create the world, I'll fix something. Trust, trust, trust. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay. Hold on. Once we're loaded in. Once we're loaded in. Okay, shit. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't remember where I put the other one. Oh shit, we'll have to put you down here. Unfortunate. We gotta go in opposite corners. Fuck, fuck, wait. Oh my god, I can't grab your fucking image. There we go. Stupid. This is stupid. W stream. W stream. Oh my fucking god. Whoa, okay. Did we see all of that load in a single second? Holy shit. Am I still lagging? Okay, not really. No. Okay, good. Spec fucking tacular. Goated spawn. Genuinely. Cherry blossoms and a village and a nether portal and more cherry blossoms. Dude. But anyway, Sammy, this was gonna be the Forensics Files stream. So if you want to just kind of like, if you have shit to do, you could just sit back and listen to this. But if you wanted to yap, I am more than happy to do that. But I have them almost pulled up. I had them pulled up and then you joined the stream. You want to watch it? Okay. I got you. Oh my god, don't watch, please. Hold on. I can't perform under pressure. What was that? 4 whiffs before I hit him? God damn. Okay. So it was the crazy lady. Oh. Yeah. An arm workout. Okay. You're just gonna be like curling while I react to some crazy shit? Alright. For sure. Oh, so you can catch up to me. 100 followers and I do an ab reveal. Please, can we get to 100 followers, guys? Can we get... Please, I'm begging. I would do it for 10. Don't haggle me. Oh my god. That's funny shit. Oh, excuse me. How much are 10 bots? You're gonna pay 10 bots to follow me? Okay, yep, for sure. Yep. Sounds amazing. Well, I don't know. I banned some guy that came into the stream the same time as you that talked about Minecraft bots or something. So unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until the next guy comes in the chat talking about streamboo.com. Or I guess you can just try to type that in and see what it gives you. Stupid, dude. Okay. How much are 10 bots? Is that the, you know what 10 bots cost and it's too much, or what? Oh boy. Okay, anyway. In like T-minus 2 seconds, once I like get decent stuff, I will probably go into a mine and then turn on Forensic Files, and then we'll be goated. I don't need that shit. Okay. There's like hella caves around here too. W spawn. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Alright, actually, here, give me half a second. So, okay, wait. While you're getting jacked, is it the first one you sent me or the second one that you sent me? Because I'll do the first one first, but if you want to hear the second one more, I can do that first. Well, instead of getting jacked, tell me this one thing, and then you can get jacked. What's okay? I'm prepared. Yeah, of course I am. I'm just asking which one you want me to start with. What the hell am I here for? I'm here till 10 p.m. probably. I don't know. Watch the first one first. Okay, I got you. W making $0. Oh, yeah. So I always think it's funny to look back at like VOD views. I have no idea what it means. If that's like how many people watched it when I was live, or how many people are watching it once it's a video in my Twitch channel. But that stream where you were forcing me to go in a fucking corner and, you know, telling me I look like a tomato, that got more views on the VOD than any other stream that I've done. So like, genuinely, what the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Why is in the one on YouTube season 12 is gone? Hold on, I'll just look it up directly. W bullying, exactly. Yep. God damn it. Okay. Found it.
A young fireman's untimely...
Okay. Hold on. Yes.
Death raised suspicions. When a young policeman died...
Wait, start over. What do you say?
A young fireman's untimely death raised suspicions. When a young policeman died the same way, it was no coincidence. Scientists wondered if these tiny crystals were the cause.
Tiny crystals? I feel like I need visuals. God damn it. Yo, okay, can I talk about how much they overdo this intro every time? Like, dead ass. Please get to it. Get to the story. Holy fuck. I know you know that shit by heart.
A fireman's job is exceptionally dangerous. And for Randy Thompson, the year 2000 was particularly troublesome. First, he fell off a fire truck in Cumming, Georgia, and broke his nose.
Oh, damn.
When he had surgery to repair the damage, he developed a life-threatening staph infection.
What?
The doctors told him this is a very, very serious situation.
Uh-huh.
You can die from this very easily.
Yeah.
Randy survived that.
W.
But his health problems continued.
Fuck.
One of his friends found him sprawled on his kitchen floor, vomiting and incoherent.
What?
He started hallucinating. He looked at me and said, "Get back in your damn cage." And I looked and I said, "What? Get in your cage." What are you talking about, Randy?
Randy?
I said, "Get in your cage."
What are you talking about,
Randy? He thought he was talking to his bird.
What the fuck?
This was diagnosed as a severe stomach virus.
What?
But gradually he improved, thanks to help from his common-law wife, Lynn.
Okay.
Every time I talked to him, he sounded stronger and stronger. And he said, "Lynn made me grilled cheese with sweet tea." He said, "I held it down, didn't throw it up."
Good shit, Randy.
Good, Randy. I said, "That's good." I said, "Maybe you're on the uphill slide of this."
2 days later, his condition deteriorated,
and
Randy Thompson died.
What?
Horrible. A daddy taken from his children for no reason. A man taken from a career that he loved for no reason.
At Randy's autopsy, toxicology tests found no trace of drugs or alcohol in his system. But the medical examiner found evidence of heart trouble.
He did have an enlarged heart. He did have some significant coronary artery disease.
Oh,
and so
coronary artery disease mentioned. Oh my god.
Death with his heart disease.
Oh my god.
That was hard for us to swallow because he'd never had any heart problems before. I was devastated. It was a
let's get serious.
I don't ever want to have again.
Yep, as you do.
Randy left behind his common-law wife, Lynn, and their 2 young children. He was just 32 years old.
The very last thing he asked me was, "Do you think I'm gonna die?"
Damn.
As time passed, Randy Thompson's friends and family gradually came to terms with his untimely death.
Wait!
Until
Lynn!
a few weeks later, when Randy's mother got a letter from a total stranger, the mother of a dead policeman from the next town over. The contents of the letter
He
were
is
shocking.
literally Mason McGreese, genuinely.
I want to share my sorrow in the loss of your son, Randy.
What?
My son, Glenn, died 6 years ago, mysteriously.
I didn't really know what to think.
Why would you say
Everything
that?
she told me was exactly what happened to Randy.
Mysteriously. Who says that?
A few weeks after
Oh,
Randy
my father is
Thompson's
calling
death,
me.
his
My
mother
father
got
is
a
calling me.
letter.
Why is my father calling me? Hold on, I'm gonna mute. Sorry about that. Alright. Where on earth were we? Tibby, are you there? Or did you leave because I wasn't being entertaining enough? Fuck. Okay. Anyway. You're here. So, that's fine. Okay. Let's get back to the video. Yes, also W full docs in my chat mention. It's fine, it's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever, I don't care. I didn't even realize that until now. It's cool. Nobody will watch the chat back, surely. It's okay, it's okay. Also, why were there 7 skeletons right then and there? Oh my god, are we dead ass? Oh, it's a dead end. Oh, it's a dead end. Sammy. Am I cooked? Or am I cooked? I might be cooked. No, you're good. You're good. Seriously. Okay. Let's continue. Recap. Lock in. Genuinely. Okay. Oh, not dead end. Oh, dead end. Oh, maybe not dead end? Dead end. Okay. Fuck! Sammy, I might just have to get a fucking haircut in Ames. That's really annoying. Anyway. Okay, lock in. Recap. Woman sent weird letter to the mother or wife? Mother of the firefighter that died. You'll cut it. Oh, that's scary. I would let you, and I trust you, but do not do me dirty, please. Oh my god. Okay. You should not trust you. Okay. Well, you say you cut your own hair. So, you know, you got to be somewhat trustworthy. Okay. Oh my god. You're gonna cut my hair in my sleep. You're going to show up unannounced and cut my hair in my sleep. Oh, okay. Yep. So the mom of the dead fireman sent the mom of the dead policeman a letter saying, "Twin, our kids had something in common." Oh, yes. And she said the word mysterious. Died mysteriously. Like,
I want to share my sorrow in the loss of your son, Randy.
Oh. It was from a woman who claimed her son died under similar circumstances and suggested the 2 deaths were somehow related.
I was shocked that her son and my son died the exact same way.
Oh my god.
The report from the hospital, the autopsy reports, everything was just the same.
Okay.
Nita Thompson did not believe me. She kept saying, that can't be true. That can't be true.
6 years earlier, Glenn Turner...
Actually, guys, coronary artery disease is actually pretty common. It all depends on your diet. Whatever. Shut up, Thomas.
Officer had the same symptoms as Randy Thompson.
All right.
He was so sick, I could hear his voice shaking when he talked to me. He just said he had an unbelievable stomach virus. He couldn't get rid of it.
Aspect.
He was vomiting.
So that must be something else.
Couldn't stop vomiting. He had diarrhea. And he just basically said to me, "Man, I've never been this sick like this."
Holy gunshot.
He was also incoherent and hallucinating.
Yes, that's what
his
I just
wife said he'd had a really bad night, that in the middle of the night he had got up, began to hallucinate. He began to run around the house. He pulled out his weapon. He thought there was intruders outside, intruders trying to get inside the house.
Glenn's wife coaxed him back into bed. The next morning, he appeared to be better.
He'd called me he was going to go to work the next day. And I thought that, you know, he was sounding good, and I thought that he was going to be fine.
But a few hours later, Glenn Turner died.
That's crazy.
The medical examiner made the statement in the autopsy that he died with an irregular heartbeat. That was nothing that he ever had a problem with.
Interesting.
Glenn's mother immediately suspected foul play.
Oh,
She asked his friends in law enforcement to investigate his death.
What?
But she got nowhere.
They kept telling me that he died of natural causes, and there was no reason to go into any further because it cost too much money and that there was no foul play in his life.
I still had strong suspicions that there was something else involved in it, but the ME stated that's what it was, and I'm not a medical examiner, so I pretty much had to accept it.
And that's how it stood. Until 6 years later.
What?
When the Turner family learned that Randy Thompson died the same way.
Another Randy?
It was difficult to fathom how two civil servants in two neighboring towns, both in their early 30s, died so suddenly.
Hold on. Were we talking about the police officer that whole time? We must have been. We had to have. There's no way it's another Randy that died the same way. Okay, we had to have been talking about the police officer.
Until both families realized
that's what I'm going with.
They had something else in common.
Something else?
The two men were both living with the same woman when they died.
Holy fuck.
Lynn Turner.
Dude, I'm literally a fucking genius.
Get on the phone quick enough. I called the lead investigator and I just basically said, you need to go out there and seal off the apartment. Do what you need to do because I'm telling
Lynn's
you, there's
fucking
no
grilled
way.
Poison cheese, bruh.
You could have two young guys like this pass away.
When questioned, Lynn Turner claimed it was just a tragic coincidence.
Oh, fuck off,
And
Lynn.
local prosecutors found no evidence the two deaths were connected. After all, Lynn Turner had no criminal history.
Oh, sure.
I actually
She's about to,
just thought that it was really bad luck.
Wait, was she?
That,
is she getting interviewed?
Lynn had been. That
Wait.
it was.
Oh no, that's Penny.
Really bad
that's
luck.
Penny.
That Lynn had been involved with two men who had died that way.
Really bad luck.
And
Penny.
friends pointed out that Lynn's common-law husband, Randy Thompson, had very little life insurance.
Penny, there's this river in
just
Egypt.
$35,000, hardly enough to kill for. And toxicology tests on both Randy Thompson and Glenn Turner found no evidence of drugs or alcohol in their systems.
Yeah, okay.
We still had strong suspicions that something she had done to him that caused his death.
Lynn's got the
at
cyanide
the time,
fucking
I'm just a police officer. I'm not an ME. I couldn't prove it.
Then, investigators made a startling discovery.
Startling.
Even though Randy Thompson had only $35,000 worth of life insurance, Lynn was in a big hurry to collect it.
Of course she
was.
was.
We were able to determine through cell phone records that on the day of Randy's funeral, between the time of the service...
Can I get that money?
...in the church and
in the church
service that was held at the cemetery, Lynn was on her cell phone trying to contact the insurance company.
Holy.
Maybe there was more to the death of these two men.
Maybe.
Than first appeared.
Lynn must have had something to do with some of this, because there is no way two young men, police officer and a firefighter, dying at a young age without somebody doing something.
Lynn's a life insurance leech.
What are the chances that two civil servants, both in their early 30s, would die under mysterious circumstances from heart disease?
The southeast part of the country leads the nation in cardiovascular disease. And in our office, it is not uncommon that we see young men of Mr. Thompson's age, who have bad heart disease.
Toxicology tests on the first victim, policeman Glenn Turner, showed no signs of alcohol or illegal drugs in his system.
Illegal drugs.
But during Randy Thompson's autopsy, the medical examiner found calcium oxalate crystals in his kidneys. These could be the result of prescription medications, or it could be a sign of poisoning.
Dude, I'm
The first thing I did was reach across my desk and pick up the phone and call the toxicology department and ask that an ethylene glycol test be performed.
Ethylene glycol
What's in
is the
your
chemical
grilled
name
cheese,
for
Lynn?
antifreeze.
When we ran the sample from Randy Thompson and analyzed it for ethylene glycol, the results came back negative for a significant quantity of ethylene glycol.
Nah, come on.
But the medical examiner
Look
had a
harder.
hard time believing that.
So I thought that was very, very strange and bizarre.
Quite.
Then Dr. Caponen learned what happened to Lynn Turner's first husband, Glenn, 6 years earlier. On a hunch, he reviewed Glenn Turner's autopsy report.
Well, naturally.
I looked at all the tissues and polarized the lung and the kidney, as I do in all of my cases. And to my surprise, there were oxalate crystals in Glenn Turner's kidneys.
Of course. 4
so
fucking
Dr. Kaponen
creepers
went back to the toxicology lab and asked them to recheck
in
the
one
test
spot.
results
Oh,
on Randy
absolutely
Thompson's
fucking
tissue
not.
samples. And the lab discovered they'd made a
I haven't
mathematical
been
error.
in these locations before.
I immediately
since
realized that I had made an error in calculating the original concentration of ethylene glycol in Randy Thompson's blood, and in fact, it was off by a factor of 10. When we made the appropriate correction for the mathematical error that I'd made, suddenly became a lethal level of ethylene glycol.
Yeah,
I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, and this is the first time that such a mistake has ever been brought to my attention.
The medical examiner now knew that Randy Thompson's death was a homicide.
Dude.
Based on the corrected toxicology report, then, it was quite obvious that Mr. Thompson died as a consequence of an acute ethylene glycol intoxication or poisoning.
When I found out Randy had died from antifreeze poisoning, I knew when they exhumed Glenn's body, when they took those tissues, I knew they were going to find out he died from the exact same causes.
You knew, huh?
And that's precisely what happened. Officials exhumed Glenn Turner's body, retested his tissue samples, and confirmed there was a lethal amount of antifreeze in his system.
It's a mixed feeling because you're happy that you've got something happening, but you're not happy to hear what you hear.
Investigators did some digging into Lynn Turner's background and uncovered more incriminating evidence.
We're at -44 and there's no diamonds.
First was her visit to an animal shelter shortly before Randy Thompson's murder.
Lynn had inquired about what the animal shelter uses to euthanize animals, what chemical they use.
Of course she did.
She had claimed that she had a stray cat problem and was wondering what it was that she could do about them.
And the manager of Lynn Turner's bank told investigators Lynn had serious financial problems.
She had a lot of debts outstanding, a lot of credit cards where she was being charged for non-sufficient funds, for late charges, adding up to several thousands of dollars monthly.
Lynn had a middle-class income, but she spent like she was a millionaire. I mean, she lived well beyond her means.
And that wasn't all.
Lynn had gone into the bank a few weeks before Randy died and told one of the bank officials she would have everything taken care of, all her payments, mortgages, everything, etc., taken care of in just a few weeks.
Prosecutors believe the motive for both murders was money.
Yeah.
Lynn Turner was the beneficiary of her first husband's $150,000 life insurance policy and also received his pension payments of $750 a month. And she was all set to collect $200,000 from Randy Thompson's life insurance policy. But investigators found evidence that Randy double-crossed her.
Randy!
Talked Randy into buying life insurance of $200,000, and she was the beneficiary of that policy.
Randy!
After Randy passed away, she found out that the policy had lapsed and she would not be getting that policy.
Holy clutch from the grave, Randy.
The possibility that Randy might have suspected Lynn was trying to harm him.
No way!
Investigators also learned that a container of antifreeze had been found in the home Lynn shared with her husband, Glenn Turner. Although at the time, no one found this suspicious. So Lynn Turner was arrested on 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Dude.
She insisted she was innocent and was sure there wasn't enough evidence to convict her.
Lynn was smart. Lynn wanted to be a police officer. She knew a lot. She knew how to commit crime. She knew what they looked for, and she knew how to create an alibi.
What is this music?
Lynn Turner met her.
The music is Minecraft? Oh my god. thought it was the show, and I was like, wow, this is like really moody. Hold on. I need to lock in for like half a second on Minecraft. This is like one of the most dangerous biomes in the game currently. And I have no way of navigating it. Ooh! I almost just started making noise. Okay, hold on. 2 seconds, then I'll lock back in.
First husband, Glenn, while working as a 911 operator. But less than 2 years later, Glenn told friends the marriage was in trouble.
He said that they'd only had sex twice after they were married. He said that she had some kind of female problem and she wasn't able to have sex. Of course, we're all thinking to ourselves, well, I could name 3 or 4 other guys she's seeing that she's having sex with.
What?
I couldn't say anything to
what?
Glenn also told friends Lynn was spending money faster than he could earn.
What the hell does that mean?
He said, here I am working 365 days, working all these part-time jobs, sometimes 2 or 3 jobs a day. I've about got it paid off. And here she just rung them all back up again. I mean, she just had a stack of credit cards and just spent.
While Lynn was married to Glenn, she met Randy Thompson, a fireman from a nearby town. Randy's family says Lynn lied about her marital status.
Oh my God.
Lynn had told us she had been married, but that she was divorced. She told all of that, told Randy that. We assumed she was divorced.
Lynn's primary motive for murdering Glenn was for the money.
What?
I think a secondary motive was to be with Randy Thompson.
The forensic evidence suggests Lynn put antifreeze in Glenn's food.
No
possibly in gelatin, since this was found in his stomach during his autopsy.
Oh my God. Wait.
Glenn fell violently ill and died.
Oh my God.
Lynn collected $150,000 from his life insurance along with his pension of $750 a month.
I knew she didn't love him. So I knew it was pending gloom for him, and I figured she'd use him for everything she could use him for, and then she'd spit him back out. But I never thought that she'd kill him.
That's crazy.
Just a few weeks after Glenn's funeral, Lynn moved in with Randy Thompson. Although they had 2 children together, they were never legally married. Probably because Lynn would have had to forfeit Glenn Turner's pension.
Oh my God.
I believe that's why she didn't marry Randy. She'd have lost Glenn's pension by remarrying.
Holy shit.
So she didn't marry. She's smart. She knew that money was out.
That's crazy.
It wasn't long before Randy Thompson told friends, just as Glenn Turner had, that he was unhappy with Lynn.
Oh it was almost comical the way they fought. Cat and dog, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Dude.
And I asked him, why do you keep calling her? Why do you even take the phone calls? Well, she's the mom of my kids and blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever.
Right.
An employee of a local animal shelter said that Lynn wanted to buy the chemicals they used to euthanize cats.
Oh my God.
But they refused to sell them to her.
She didn't want to use antifreeze again. She checked around. She wanted to use something different to kill Randy. But she wasn't confident enough to use anything else. She went back to what she used before.
Randy told friends Lynn prepared his lunch shortly before he became violently ill. A grilled cheese sandwich and sweet tea.
Oh my God, the sweet tea.
Investigators think the antifreeze was in the tea.
But
within a day, Randy was dead. It was only after his death that Lynn learned that Randy allowed his $200,000 life insurance policy to lapse just 11 days earlier.
Holy W, Randy.
She gave him the ethylene glycol. I think that it's a very slow, cruel death. It's not like you shoot someone and you immediately change your mind and start giving them first aid. I mean, there was no aid given, and she had plenty of opportunity to give aid, and she didn't on either case.
When these murders happened, Antifreeze had a taste that could easily be masked with sweet-tasting foods. The industry has since modified antifreeze so that it is now unpalatable.
Oh, that's good.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Julia Lynn Womack Turner, guilty of malice murder.
In May of 2004, Lynn Turner was convicted for killing her husband, Glenn. 3 years later, in 2007, Lynn was also convicted of Randy Thompson's murder. She is currently serving a life sentence with no chance for parole.
To hear the guilty verdict was very difficult. You don't like to hear that your daughter-in-law has done something like this to anybody.
Despite the mathematical misstep by the toxicology lab, scientists eventually discovered the truth about what happened to both Randy Thompson and Glenn Turner.
It was a challenging case to get it all out there, even though it really was quite simple in that you had two men who had been involved with her and both had died the exact same way.
Forensic evidence, without it, we had nothing. We wouldn't have had a case. It had been just a bunch of hearsay and rumors. But the forensic evidence, it was all the nails in the coffin. It was the hammer that put everything away.
Damn. Dude, can we get a W Randy in the chat? Bro clutched. Holy shit. That's crazy. Oh my god. Sammy, did I not call that shit from the beginning or what? I heard the word Lynn gave him some food and I went, L antifreeze jello. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, shit, I wouldn't eat it. They gotta put you... Exactly. I'm just... Did I ever tell you how good I was at Among Us, Sammy? I was so good. I was so good. You ever play Among Us? Surely you did. Surely. Had to have. You would. What does that mean? What does that mean? All this means you played it before it was cool. Really? Oh, fuck. 7th grade? No way. Oh, fuck. Sammy, I'm cooked. You see this thing? You would be good at, like... Oh my god. I like to think so. All this means is that you can't lie to me. Or that I'll know when you're lying to me. As if. If there was one of those squiggly things, that would have spawned the warden. If it heard me move at all. You would never lie to me? Okay, right. I totally believe you. I do. I really do. Would that cat in the opposite corner ever lie to me? No, totally not. Totally not. Oh, nah. Oh. Okay. What was that? What was that? W-Eyes? What do you mean, W-Eyes? What is happening right now? Oh. Wait. Hold on, I gotta respond to my dad. Quick. Okay. Holy shit. Dude. Sammy, I feel like I need to, like, pay your father. Like, genuinely, those look so awesome. Like, they look perfect. Oh my god. He wanted a project. Dude. Those look so awesome. He kept asking you. Like, how did this come up? Because I only mentioned this to you, like, I mean, shit, it seemed like the day that I sent it to you, this your dad was already working on it. So it's just, that's crazy. So when I was just like, I don't want to spend $60 on them, maybe we can 3D print them, you were just like, Dad, I got you. Get this shit right now. He is a single man with unlimited toy. That's sick. That's sick. I aspire to have that kind of life, honestly. Am I lagging? Oh my god. That's crazy. Those look so good though. But yeah, those can be like shared custody between the two of us, because I feel bad taking both of them, or all three of them. Holy shit. Oh my god, what the fuck? There's... Oh my god. I keep them? Okay, alright. You'll come visit? Okay. Still sounds like some form of shared custody. You'll come say hi to the kids. Some shit. Visitation rights only. Yes, exactly. But you can choose what they wear, of course. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But no, the possibilities are genuinely endless. Just tell me and I'll try my best to figure something out. You know? But anyway. Okay. I want to like try to clear this area out. And then we can watch the next one that you sent me. That was crazy, though. So she heard that Randy clutched and killed his ass. Or did she only hear that Randy clutched after he died? I guess I kind of misunderstood that bit. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. That's so wild. Oh, holy W, Randy. So it literally was a clutch from the grave. Holy shit. What the... He's the GOAT. Randy is the GOAT. Holy shit. Randy's like, you stupid bitch. You're not getting my money. You can't get that. From beyond. Genuinely. Alright. Okay, what was the other one? Dude, W-Eyes. Holy shit. Those look so good. Freeze framed. Video is age restricted. Okay. This content can't be played on mobile browser. Are you fucking kidding me? Just shut up. Just shut up. Damn, all you gotta do is look up freeze frame. You don't even need forensic files. No way. Well, okay, it's because I opened it on my browser, not like in the YouTube app. You know. Trust, all of my YouTube accounts think that I'm like way above 21 or 18 or whatever. There we go. Freeze frame, chat. We're turning the music down even more because this is like... I thought I turned it down a decent amount. 10%. Alright. Sure, we might even go to 0. I don't know. Okay, freeze frame, chat. Freeze framed. Suggested only from the best.
Up next.
My husband has locked himself in our bedroom.
What?
Did this man kill himself?
The death certificate came back as a suicide.
Or was it murder?
What in the name of heaven is he doing committing suicide by turkey baster?
The evidence confounds investigators.
Excuse me. There's something more going on with this. It just wasn't right.
I mean, it's creepy. It's chilly.
And it would take years before the forensics could figure it all out.
This case was a forensic bonanza for me.
What the fuck was that intro? Turkey baster. Excuse me?
The heating and air conditioning business was a lucrative one for David Castor.
Okay, David.
His perfectionism and attention to detail were well suited to the job.
My dad was a very particular guy. He liked everything a certain way. Whenever we worked on something, if something was like a quarter inch off, or wasn't perfectly level, he'd start right from scratch, do it again.
Things were going well for David Castor until his father died. The two had been very close, and David was having a hard time dealing with the loss.
He was very depressed. It really felt for him. I just couldn't imagine what he went through, what was going through his head.
David's wife, Stacy, told friends he began to drink heavily, and his behavior became erratic. When he locked himself in the bedroom and wouldn't come out, Stacy called police.
My husband has locked himself in our bedroom for the last day. Friday night we got into an argument. He was aggressive, but he wasn't violent.
Okay, don't cry. We're gonna check on him, make sure he's okay.
Okay, don't cry is crazy.
Well, his father died a month ago, and he's been kind of weird acting the last month.
Can we cut the guy some slack?
A sheriff's deputy arrived at the house,
For
found
fuck's
the
sake.
master bedroom door locked, and with Stacy's permission, broke the door down.
This is a terrible scene. The guy sprawled naked on the bed. He's face down, but his head is in the corner against the wall.
What?
And there's a tremendous amount of vomitus and other biological material on the bed.
Emergency medical personnel pronounced David dead
No
at the scene.
shot.
For lack of a better
No,
word,
that
I
wasn't
felt
my
kinda
boy
raped.
David.
Like a relationship was stolen from me.
No
Like,
way.
It was just taken away.
That
On the
was not
nightstand,
David, bro.
Next to the bed were two glasses.
One was half full of a green liquid.
W
Another clear
optimism.
glass which had some remnants of something in it. You see it on the bottom.
The green liquid was sent to the lab for testing.
We were able to identify ethylene glycol, the main component of antifreeze.
Antifreeze
Ethylene
again?
glycol is toxic in large quantities.
Sammy,
The
you love these
autopsy
antifreeze ones,
confirmed
huh?
David Castor ingested a lethal dose.
The death certificate came back
That's
as a
crazy.
suicide.
Under the bed, emergency personnel found a shotgun and a container of antifreeze.
Oh, shit.
Investigators wondered if David Castor had a gun, why would he use antifreeze to kill himself?
Goated question.
Maybe he
Goated
didn't
question.
use the shotgun under his bed because he wanted to kill himself over 72 hours, and as opposed to 72 hundredths of a second.
Another item
Dude,
confiscated during
dude,
the
that's
initial search
crazy.
also raised questions.
One of the deputies looked in a trash
What are we
basket
doing?
in the kitchen area and found a turkey baster. Well, the turkey baster had some traces of green liquid in it.
Again, tests showed the green liquid was antifreeze. And scientists found DNA on the tip of the turkey baster.
What?
The only DNA on that turkey baster is at the tip, and it belongs to David Castor.
What?
What in the name of heaven is he doing committing suicide by turkey baster?
Dude.
I've never heard of such a thing.
No, hey.
So investigators now wondered if they were dealing with a murder.
That's what told them?
The official ruling of suicide in David Castor's death was a hard sell for the investigators who were at the scene. They hadn't seen many suicide cases where ethylene glycol was used.
Yeah.
And there were several contradictions.
My gut was telling me that there was something more going on with this.
Yeah.
It just wasn't right.
For one thing, the victim's wife, Stacy Castor, told 911 operators something that contradicted the autopsy findings.
Replay the tape.
Friday night, he got heavily intoxicated, slept through the day on Saturday.
Yet the toxicology report showed no alcohol in his system.
Oh, nah.
That caused us to raise our eyebrows again.
There were 2 glasses found on David's nightstand.
Oh.
On the rims of both glasses was David's DNA. David's fingerprints were on the glass with the small amount of alcohol residue, but only Stacy's fingerprints were on the glass that held the antifreeze.
Freaking Stacy, dude.
David had been drinking out of that glass and poured the antifreeze himself. He committed suicide by drinking out of that glass. Why didn't it contain at least one fingerprint of his?
And the location of the antifreeze bottle on the floor beside David's bed told a story.
There's vomitus dripping from the bed, and you can see that there's vomitus under the antifreeze jug, but there's no vomitus on the antifreeze jug.
What word is he saying? Vomitus?
Proof, investigators say, that the antifreeze bottle was placed there after David consumed the antifreeze and got sick. And investigators found several things very odd about Stacy.
When I interviewed Stacy, I asked her if she knew what the substance was in antifreeze that can kill you. And she said to me, ethyl glycol.
Oh, Stacy, Queen.
I found it very strange
not Queen.
because most
Get the fuck
people
out.
wouldn't know that.
No.
But off the top of her head, she knew that when I asked her.
Dude.
At the
if
same
Sammy's
time,
future
Stacy
husband
would
ends up dead,
routinely mispronounce the word
she
antifreeze.
knows this shit too well. Huge blunder, genuinely.
Stacy Castor used the word antifree in the interview. A very odd way of saying antifreeze.
And Stacy also admitted that she knew that antifreeze could be used in a homicide.
Dude, Stacy's so freaking
Well, by the way, David and I had watched a true crime show where a woman killed her husband's
brother. You are the true crime
with,
show.
Antifreeze by putting it in their Jello.
This
Jello
was an
again.
interesting comment, since David Castor wasn't
out.
Stacy's first husband to die under suspicious circumstances. 5 years earlier, Stacy's first husband, Mike Wallace, died unexpectedly at the age of 38.
Nobody did an autopsy. There's Stacy Castor at the hospital saying, no, he had a bad heart, and the physician comes in and just from a visual examination looks at him and says,
genuinely,
well, this is a heart attack.
Side by side, on every front, Marines are made for this.
Mike's family had wanted an autopsy.
Quick little intermission there.
But Stacy said no.
The family were very upset about there not being an autopsy, and
oh fuck! I'm cooked! I'm cooked! I'm cooked! I'm
next of kin.
I'm cooked. Sammy, I'm cooked.
Makes that decision.
Oh, my screen's black. My
Mike
screen's black. I can't see.
Wallace's
I can't see.
medical
Oh my god! I
record
can't
showed
see.
no
I can't
signs
see.
before his death.
Oh no!
Even
no.
more bizarre, Stacy had both husbands, Mike Wallace and David Castor, buried next to one another.
Wait, go back. Hold on, Stacy.
In between
Stacy, I need to hear the story while I'm not. While my cortisol spikes in Minecraft. Hold on. Because I just fucking was careless and summoned the warden. Oh my fucking god. Hello? Oh my god. Oh, fuck this. Why did I even go in this cave? Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Sammy. I'll get back to it in half a second. I don't know where I am because my screen went black and I jumped down a hole, I think. This hole, perchance? Oh, it's gonna be too loud. Yeah, he's like somewhere around here. Not again, not again, not again, not again. Oh, fuck, please, please. I can't see shit. Am I in the clear? I'm gonna see him up here and I'm gonna be... Dude, it doesn't help that the fucking herd of elephants living above me is like moving in a whole new couch or something. Okay. Once we get out of this cave, cortisol will lower. Then we can get back to Stacy's stupid ass. Okay. I'm kind of excited though. Dude. Who admits to knowing about poisons to the cops? Genuinely. Like holy idiot. If you're like like you're in the interview room and the cop's like, he was found with antifreeze. Do you know what part of antifreeze kills people? It's like, oh yeah, this thing. Stacy girl, get in the cell. You're cooked. You're cooked. Zero pressure. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Zero pressure fold by Stacy. What a dumbass. Okay. Okay, we're out. We're back to our little thing here. I'm gonna collect this stuff and leave the cave. And in that process, I will turn back on Forensic Files. Okay, Stacy's stupid ass. Okay, something about graves, but we're gonna go back a little bit.
Problems before his death. Mike Wallace's medical record showed no signs of heart problems before his death.
Yep.
Even more bizarre, Stacy had both husbands, Mike Wallace and David Castor, buried next to one another.
Oh nah, Stacy.
That's in between crazy. The two was where Stacy planned to be buried when she died.
Oh, that's kind of weird, low-key.
This whole thing is kind of like a really bad movie, like that you're in. You're playing a major part and you don't want to be in it.
Oh, yep.
Investigators petitioned the court for permission to exhume Michael Wallace's body to see if there was any connection between his death and the death of Stacy's second husband, David Castor. A judge approved the order.
The doctor who was going to be conducting the autopsy felt very strongly that if there was some type of poisoning in his system, that it would still be there.
Why? Because the active ingredient in antifreeze, ethylene glycol, in lethal amounts, causes the body to create something it normally doesn't.
Okay.
Ethylene glycol forms crystals, which will affect the kidneys of an individual.
We've been knowing
eventually leading to death.
Kidding.
Those crystals remain intact for years after death, and the medical examiner found them during Michael Wallace's autopsy.
Of course they did, dude.
You look
Wait,
at Mike Wallace's
her last husband
organs,
too?
You can see the little speckles of gold. You can see the
my
little crystals
God.
in the organs.
Upon getting the results back from the medical examiner's office, there was absolutely no doubt in my mind that Stacy had killed both of her husbands.
Oh my God.
But just as prosecutors prepared to arrest Stacy Castor for the murder of her two husbands,
what did she do?
Stacy made another call to 911.
Oh my God.
My daughter, I believe, has taken some pills.
No shot.
Yes, she's normally sick. I'm leaning over her. Ashley, she's having trouble, I think. It sounds like there's something in her throat.
No
Ashley?
fucking way.
Ashley?
No shot, Stacy.
Paramedics
Her
arrived
daughter.
to find Stacy's
What
daughter,
the
Ashley,
fuck?
close to death. Next to her
That's
was a
insanity.
suicide note, along with an empty bottle of sleeping pills and an empty bottle of vodka.
What?
There is a suicide note in which she claims responsibility not only for the death of David Castor, but also for the death of her own father, Michael Wallace.
Oh my God.
Mommy, I did this because I love you. I couldn't let Daddy be mean to you and me anymore.
Oh.
Once I put the antifree in Daddy's Gatorade. It
Antifree!
took a day or so.
Oh my God.
When they dug Daddy up, I knew what was going to happen.
You're cooked,
They
Stacy.
think
You're
you
so
did it,
fucking
but you
stupid.
didn't. It was me.
But
I don't even need to hear the rest of the
investigators
fucking
were now
note.
faced with a
Stacy, you're
dilemma.
dumb as fuck.
Was Ashley truly capable of a double homicide?
Wait for them to
If
say it.
Ashley Wallace killed Michael Wallace, she would have only been 12 years old at the time. And could a 12-year-old really formulate such an elaborate murder scheme?
No.
And if Ashley didn't survive, they might never know.
My biggest fear.
She survived?
is that Ashley was gonna die because her vitals would crash and then they would spike back up, and that's one thing I don't think I would have ever gotten past, was if Ashley died.
Whoa. Okay, W. Ashley.
Ashley Wallace's younger sister, Bree, found Ashley unconscious one morning and urged her mother to call 911.
The doctor said she was probably 10 minutes from death.
What?
Thanks to Bree's quick action and excellent medical treatment, Ashley survived.
Holy shit.
I actually woke up in the hospital and I had no idea what day it was. I had no idea where I was. One of the detectives was asking me questions like, what was in that note that you wrote? I was like, what letter? What
What
bills are you
note?
talking about? All I remember was having a drink with my mom. That's all I knew.
Oh hell.
Ashley denied writing any suicide note and denied any involvement in killing her father, Mike Wallace, and stepfather, David Castor.
Stacy, what the hell?
I was always skeptical. I didn't know exactly what happened. I didn't know what to believe, really.
Prosecutors felt that whoever typed the note was also the person that poisoned the two husbands.
To find
W
out
deduction.
who typed the suicide note, investigators
guys, are we
confiscated
dead
the
ass?
Castor family's computer and sent it to computer evidence specialist.
It was emailed to
Francis
Stacy's
Bracken.
work email so she could fucking
The first
print
thing
it at
he
her
noticed
office, dude.
was that the document was created in Microsoft Word.
Oh my God, no
which
shot.
has a
I'm right.
feature most users don't know about.
If you open a document, type in it, even if you don't save it
my God.
as a document, the program itself auto-saves it for you in the background, and it gives it an unusual name that you would never recognize.
Interestingly, only one person in the family used Microsoft Word.
Microsoft Word had never been used on the Ashley Wallace account, but it had been used on the Stacy Castor account.
Who could have written it?
Bracken found evidence. There were numerous
The
drafts
dog.
of the suicide
What
note,
are we
which
doing?
the writer made a point of not saving. But fragments of the final note still on the computer's hard
fucking God,
drive
guys.
were time-stamped. The timestamps automatically registered by the computer showed Ashley could not be the writer.
What?
I was able to determine that Microsoft Word
You?
was not used after 2:27 p.m. on 9/12, the very same day, which therefore shows that Ashley Wallace couldn't have written the note because she was in school that entire day.
When I woke up and saw that
Okay.
police officer standing there, I absolutely knew that I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
And she was the only one there.
Yeah.
So it had to have been her.
Yeah.
The
W
final
deduction.
clue was in the note.
Why are they serving this up like they're about to
Stacy
twist
let
it on
something
somebody
slip.
else? It has to be Stacy.
The cop said that there was antifree in Daddy's body.
Antifree.
There was always the word antifree.
I'm
The
fucking.
suicide
I'm the
note.
best.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. My first reaction was, oh my God, antifree. Antifree.
Who the hell?
What Stacy said in that interview.
I'm
is
literally.
exactly
Oh
what
my
was in that
God.
note.
Get me in the fucking
It wasn't a note,
precinct
it was a
right
confession.
now.
And it was Stacy Cass that confessed in that note.
The more and more we learn about psychopaths,
Oh my God.
the more and more we learn that there are more of them out there.
Dude.
They just don't rise to the level of a Stacey.
What a fucking dumbass.
But Stacey Castor denied any involvement.
She couldn't
with
add a
the deaths
ZE.
And continued to
She's
maintain
literally
her
cooked.
daughter
She's literally
Ashley
the worst
killed both
ever.
men. It would be up to a jury to decide.
You want the honest
Whoa.
opinion? I hate her.
Yeah, as you should. She killed your
I
freaking dad.
hate
The fuck? And tried to kill you. The fuck? Why are you saying, I hate her, like she can try to fucking kill you?
For the murder of her husband David Castor and the attempted murder of her daughter Ashley, the question on everyone's
W.
mind
Ashley. Hell yeah.
was motive.
Motive?
I'll say that she is
Perchance money?
completely amoral. She is completely self-absorbed.
Psychopath?
Everything in
W.
life
Not W.
revolves around her. She's narcissistic to the extreme.
Yep.
She is troubled only by the inconvenience of other people. Mike Wallace becomes an inconvenience. I'll get rid of him.
Why even get married
David
and have
Castor's an
kids?
inconvenience. I'll get rid of him. Pick up some cash on the side.
Pick up
You know,
some
party
cash.
gifts from Don Pardo.
It's always
as I
money,
leave
Chad.
the stage of life. My daughter, I've got to frame her.
What the
Financially, Stacey got a $50,000 insurance payout after her first husband's death. There
Money.
was even more money after
Dude.
the death of Stacey's second husband.
What?
Our best estimate is that
Oh my
she
God.
probably pocketed, with the house, the business, the cars, the life insurance, close to $200,000 for David Castor.
Investigators believe since Stacey got away with her first husband's murder, why not try it again?
Kind of pissed.
Prosecutors
That's
say
crazy on
Stacey
Stacey's
put
part,
antifreeze in one of David's drinks sometime on Friday night.
Oh my God. 200K?
By the next
I wouldn't
day,
kill anybody for 200K.
David was unconscious but still breathing.
I
The
can zoom
evidence
out.
shows Stacey tried to get
said that?
David to drink more, but that didn't work.
That wouldn't be my number.
That's why only Stacey's fingerprints were on
Don't
that
give me that look.
glass. So Stacey used the turkey baster to force.
Oh, hold on,
more
go back. I
antifreeze
gotta hear
into
about the
David's
turkeys.
mouth. Only Stacey's fingerprints were on that glass.
Uh-huh.
So Stacey used the turkey baster to force more antifreeze into David's mouth.
What a fucking
That's
idiot.
how David's DNA was on the tip. Once Stacey realized she was about to be charged with David's murder
fucking
and
turkey
the
baster.
murder of her first husband, Michael, Stacey came up with a plan to pin the murders on her daughter.
Holy shit. What a
Stacey
dumbass.
created the suicide note on the family computer using phonetic spellings to words she routinely mispronounced.
Oh, shut up.
And typed the document around 2:30 in the afternoon when Ashley was in school. Later that night,
She tried to
Stacey
type it like a
mixed
child
sleeping pills
and
and
still
other
said the
drugs
fucking
into
word
Ashley's
antifreeze.
drink and left her
Holy
to die.
dumbass. Jesus.
It was weird, like how tired I actually got from finishing that drink. And so I told her I was gonna go lay down because
She
I
put a
was about to
bajillion
pass out.
million
Like,
sleeping
that's how drunk
pills.
I felt off of one drink.
It'd be
If
like that
Ashley's younger
sometimes,
sister
though.
hadn't
Low-key.
found her unconscious in bed the next day and demanded her mother call 911, Ashley would most likely be dead too.
That's so fucking wild.
She killed two husbands. Then she tried to kill her own flesh and blood.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
There are no words that I'm familiar with in the English language that adequately convey that type of person.
On the
Fucking
witness
evil,
stand,
perchance?
Stacey insisted
It's a pretty simple one.
Ashley
I don't know.
was the killer.
You referred to her very negatively, didn't you?
I'm sure I did.
That's right, because she killed
Evil,
after
crazy,
all,
psycho,
your two husbands. didn't she?
stupid.
Yes, she did. I can't give you a reason why she would do it.
The jury didn't buy it.
Yeah, fuck you,
Stacey
Stacey.
Castor was convicted of murder and the attempted murder of her own daughter.
What a stupid.
She was sentenced to a minimum
Stupid,
of
stupid
50
person.
years in prison.
You're
Oh my
not just a
God.
danger to the general public. You're a danger to the people who love you and are closest to you.
Yeah.
prosecutors could still charge Stacy for the murder of her first husband, Michael Wallace. But with Stacy serving a 50-year prison term, there doesn't seem to be much need. Ashley Wallace has no contact with her mother.
As she shouldn't.
If I was to go see her, there better be more than just a plexiglass window in between the two of us.
Exactly, Ashley W.
But I'd be so mad and so angry that I would just scream and yell at the top of my lungs because I don't understand. I don't get it, and I don't think I ever will understand why she did what she did.
Without the forensics, this case would have ended in 2005 with the death of David Castor being ruled a simple suicide as it was.
No shot, no.
And Stacy Castor would still be walking the streets today.
And everything that she said and everything that she did just backfired on her right in her face. Because you're a killer. Bottom line, look yourself in the mirror. You know what you did. And you know what you tried to do to your daughter.
Is that the end of the episode? Okay. Debrief. Okay. Can I say this? W. Ashley, first of all. W. Ashley. L. Stacy, fucking idiot. Stupid, dumb idiot. That is actually insane. But one thing I would say is if there's any slightly competent person in that detective's office, even if Ashley had died, there is no shot that it would have made any fucking sense. Like, oh, some crazy whack psycho child killed her father. And she wrote a suicide note. And she did all of this stuff. There's no shot that anybody in that detective office would see all of this information and go, yeah, it was totally Ashley that did it. Killed her husband and her last husband somehow with poison. Like, nobody is seeing that information. Mom did not. Yeah, dude. Mom didn't do it, guys. She didn't. Don't blame her, bro. She didn't do this. It was all me. I promise. Pinky swear, dude. Oh my god. Antifree. What a fucking idiot. Oh, god. God, what? I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. That is so dumb. I get that they were kind of like softballing that to us as like a plot point, the antifree and the antifree and the note. But like still, you're like, okay, that was weird. She said that shit. That's really strange. And then this alleged note written by the daughter says it the exact same way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's wild. That's kind of the crazy part, isn't it? Is that they both killed somebody completely before and got away with it entirely. And then once they do it the second time, they panic and fuck everything up. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's even... Wow. Dude. They're both stupid. Like, exactly. Like, what? Like, oh my god. We just need... I don't know. We need more competent people in the fucking police precincts that can actually think... what's the word that I'm thinking of? I don't know. They can actually think. It be your own people for real, genuinely. Like, y'all are on our side, huh? But you be letting women like Stacy kill somebody and get away with it. Stacy's a freaking idiot. How was she allowed to kill somebody? Critically. Thank you. Thank you. But No. Wait. No. I know this cave. Do I not? Yes, I do. How did I just go in a circle? Oh my god. Kill me. No, that's actually wild. But nah. What the hell? I didn't catch it. Sammy, do you remember how... You have to go shower. Okay. You may be back. Might be back? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Continue. I was gonna say, do you remember how young Ashley was when that was written? I forget what age, and I can of course look back, but she had to have been young because they were like mommy in the thing, so she had to have been young enough to where that was like where stupid ass Stacy thought that was contextually correct to use that still. Yeah, like 13 committing a double homicide with poison and a turkey baster and fucking what? Oh my god. What the fuck? Bottom line, Stacy's a freaking idiot. But anyway, maybe I'll pull up some more videos. Maybe I'll accidentally hit some bangers again, or I'll just come across more kind of morally disturbing stories. We'll see. But you go shower. I'll be here. I'll still be reacting. Maybe I'll build a house. That would be good. Low cortisol. Stacy W. I was gonna say, I think before the video ended, I was like, 50 years is, and y'all are saying we don't need to prosecute her for the first husband. I was like, bitch, let's get her in there for life. Let's have the safety of the word life. But I guess she died, so that's W. She was 20 during that whole time. Stacy's a fucking idiot. Mommy, are you a fucking 12-year-old? No, she's dead ass 20. Genuinely, who says that? I'm kidding. Stop. It was a bad joke. Okay. I'll pull up some other videos. We'll see what I can do. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta post the game. Okay. Back to just original Forensic Files on YouTube. That looks like an arson one. Soiled plan. Did I already watch this? What season is this? Season 10. I didn't watch any of season 10. Oh, we gotta watch this. Hold on. This might be really interesting based on the title alone. We'll see.
Investigators were overwhelmed by the carnage in a single case. Arson, murder, fraud, suicide, and more. The bizarre trail of evidence left even seasoned investigators baffled. Could forensic science unlock its secrets?
Well, naturally. So you intro music, okay. Holy shit, chat, it's 9:10. I don't know why am I saying that like that's super late.
There is very little crime in Newman Lake, Washington, a small town outside of Spokane.
Okay.
Which was why Bob Wood moved here after his divorce.
What attracted me to Bob was he seemed to have a lot of care for his children.
Oh, okay.
He was a single father. I was a single mother at the time.
Right.
We had a lot in common in that factor.
Bob had custody of his two children, 16-year-old Teresa and 11-year-old Christopher.
Got you.
For the Wood family, February 9th, 1999 began like most other mornings. Teresa left for school around 8 a.m. Bob Wood left for work soon afterwards, and Christopher was the last one out of the house.
Right.
Around 8:30, neighbors saw smoke coming out of the windows and called the fire department.
The principal from the school came right down to the house and told us that Chris had not come to school and that he may be in the fire.
What? Firefighters searched the home in a frantic effort to find him.
That sometimes kids hide in a building after they set a fire, and we didn't know whether he did that, whether he went and hid somewhere else in the house and was overcome by smoke.
I kind of figured that Christopher had accidentally set the fire. Because a couple weeks before that, Bob had called me and said he was having problems with Christopher and matches. Christopher wanted to set fires.
But firefighters couldn't find him. Bob Wood learned about the fire while he was on his way to work. When he returned home, the center of the house was completely destroyed. Bob's first priority was to find his son Christopher, whom he believed was hiding out of fear.
He doesn't need to worry about the house or what happened here. He just needs to get himself home.
It was the middle of winter, so everybody was worried that
Sus on
Christopher
Bob.
might, if he was out hiding in the woods, that he could die of exposure. It gets cold in Spokane.
Neighbors and sheriff's deputies organized one of the biggest manhunts in the town's history. About 5 miles away, a motorist discovered Christopher's backpack along the side of the road, but there was no sign of Christopher. Meanwhile, investigators needed to find out whether the fire was arson. So they brought in an accelerant-sniffing dog to determine whether a flammable material was present. The dog found nothing.
Really?
But investigators discovered where it started, in the family room.
There was a V pattern originating from the sofa, which was against a wall, and there was a very distinct line or mark of demarcation on the wall that pointed to a particular end of the sofa.
Interesting.
When a fire starts on a sofa, investigators usually suspect arson. For 2 days, police and volunteers searched for Christopher. Then, a snow-plow driver found his body in a snowbank along a deserted road 50 miles away.
I remember it.
Christopher freaking died?
I was...
What?
brokenhearted?
There were ligature marks around Christopher's neck, evidence that he had been strangled.
It appeared that Christopher had not been murdered there, as there was very little disturbance in the snow, only enough to show that somebody had stopped there and dumped the body off the side of the road.
During the autopsy, forensic experts found no evidence that Christopher had started the fire.
Examination of Chris's hands showed no sooting or fire products on his hands.
It's all
He
freaking
had no
hearsay from
sooting
Bob.
in his lungs, no car.
Objection! Hold on, I'll be right back. know anybody who's watching this or watching this in the future. It's like, did he really just go get food? Yes. This is like my normal dinner time. I already ate dinner, but it was like right after work at like 5-ish. Okay, what if we just have undivided attention to Forensic Files? That's like instant copyright, but I think we got that. Actually, hold on 2 seconds. Okay. Let me find a way if I can do this. Because I wonder if like theater mode would be better. Like because I know it just genuinely won't work. Why is that? Why is that a thing?
Carbon dioxide in his blood.
But investigators...
What the fuck? Okay, wait. I need to look this up. Using YouTube videos in OBS. Shut the fuck up.
Well, hello there. Hope your day in the same.
Oh my god, shut up. This is not what I'm. I'm a bad streamer, guys. Cut me some fucking slack. Oh! Wait, I have an idea. No, I don't. I forgot. God damn it. Disable hardware acceleration. Where do I go for that? Oh my god. Run as administrator. Sure. Fuck it. What could that possibly do? Let's hope this doesn't pause stream. OBS is already running. Unless you meant to do this. Please shut down any existing instances. Before trying to run a new instance. Oh my god, bro. Genuinely, what if we just go audio only? I can't fucking do this. It's so fucking annoying.
Today we're gonna fix the on your Windows PC.
Shut the fuck up. Everybody shut up. Sammy, I'm so glad you left after this. Okay. What if we just fucking play the fucking video?
Found a telling clue that Christopher had been abducted.
Minecraft fucking crashed.
His sneakers were on the wrong feet.
Oh my fucking god. Dude. How were his shoes on the wrong feet? Oh my god. I need a low cortisol game right now. I'm closing Minecraft launcher because whatever. Oh, hold on. I got a W idea. This is new to you, Sammy. At least new currently. I've talked about this, but you've never actually seen me play it, so this might be embarrassing, low-key. But it's okay. I'm not embarrassed. This is my favorite low cortisol game ever. Perfect way to pass the time. Oh my god. You have no idea. Introducing. Wow, okay. Yeah, window capture. Boom. Huge! Power Wash Simulator 2! Here we go. Okay.
11 years old, he wasn't prone to put his shoes on the wrong feet. But if you were dressing a lifeless body, facing it, you would put right to left and left to right. And that's apparently what happened.
Now there were two crimes to solve: arson and murder.
Both Bob. Genuinely both Bob.
East Farms Elementary School put together a memorial for Christopher.
Well, yeah.
And they invited all of us to go, and it was huge. And they gave me this book that they had put together.
Christopher Wood's classmates and teachers assembled a collection of their favorite stories and recollections of Christopher, an expression the family appreciated.
Some of the poems, one of them in particular, it makes me cry every time I read it.
Investigators vowed to find the person or persons responsible for the murder and the arson.
I think the underlying feeling in the neighborhood that there was a predator and that someone did abduct Chris Wood. That was a big fear amongst the people.
We have a database of registered sex offenders, and they had searched that database and had discovered some people in the general area.
Since the autopsy revealed no evidence Christopher had been sexually assaulted, it was unlikely the crime was sexually motivated. Investigators asked Bob Wood and his daughter Teresa about their activities on the morning of the fire. Teresa said she left for school at 8 o'clock. Bob said he left for work around 8:20, and Christopher was eating breakfast. He didn't normally leave for school until 8:30. None of the neighbors reported seeing Christopher that morning. Investigators began to question Bob Wood's actions on the morning of the fire. They remembered it took him a long time to get home after he learned about the fire.
It took him almost 2 hours to get home, and that would have been at most a 66-minute trip. Question is, how was that accounted for?
And there was something else. Investigators discovered that Bob was living well beyond his means. He earned about $100,000 a year selling real estate, but he spent much more.
He also put in a huge garage in the back that would take an RV and snowmobiles and all his little hobbies. He liked to do restore cars, and that was also in the back of the garage.
Investigators also learned that Bob had been fired from his job at a local real estate company a few weeks earlier.
Robert Wood had worked for them and had stolen over $100,000 worth of materials, and they told us to be very alert that this fire may be something he's intentionally setting for insurance purposes.
And Bob owned 3 life insurance policies on his son Christopher worth $80,000.
Well, Bob Wood gave a neighbor a briefcase, and in the briefcase were financial records. There were life insurance policies on Chris and a picture of Chris. None of those items were sooted, indicating that they had been removed from the house prior to the fire.
Christopher ain't
Wood
doing
was
that.
known for keeping meticulous financial records. A clerk at a camera store called police to tell them how meticulous.
Bob had dropped off some film to be developed. I believe it was the day after the fire, and they were found to include photographs of the interior of his house, including before the fire, and shots from the same angle after the fire.
A remarkable coincidence.
It was really stupid to have taken before and after photographs of his house on the same roll of film.
Investigators searched Wood's garage for evidence. On the fender of Bob's sports car, they discovered what appeared to be stomach contents.
What?
They found similar stains in the back of the truck Bob was driving the day of the fire. Unfortunately, scientists cannot get a DNA profile from stomach contents.
Why's that?
I knew that the fluids in the stomach would destroy DNA, at least I strongly suspected that, and a couple of quick phone calls confirmed that. However, I ended up calling all over the country trying to find anybody that could tell me anything about the evidentiary value of vomit.
Investigators hoped that this biological material could tell them something.
One can hope.
Investigators hoped the stomach contents found in the back of Bob Wood's truck and on the fender of his sports car would tell them something about what happened to Christopher Wood. So the samples were sent to forensic microscopy detective Bill Schneck, who examined the material with a polarized light microscope.
What I found were small little vegetative fragments, oat bran and flour particles and starch grains.
From these patterns, Schneck suspected they were unprocessed corn and wheat starch. To be certain, Schneck tested the samples with a solution of potassium iodine.
Okay. And when you put a small drop of this solution on the vomit material, the starches will turn kind of a purplish blue color.
And I bet they
The
did.
test was positive.
Yep.
Schneck knew that oat bran, corn, and wheat starch are common ingredients in breakfast cereals.
Oh,
He
that's
found
why
the
it's called
same
this.
biological material on the shirt Christopher was wearing on the day of the fire. Schneck found Marshmallow Mateys cereal in the Woods kitchen, which is what Christopher's sister said he was eating on the morning he was killed.
After examining the vomit stains from the shirt, the truck, and the car, I concluded that they all were from the same source and more than likely from the Marshmallow Mateys.
I am playing Power Wash
Investigators
Simulator
developed a theory about how Christopher's
and still listening
body.
to Forensic Files. This one's called Serial Killer. Oh, okay. Have fun playing cribbage. I know. You know it? Did I even have the title up? What the fuck? Oh my god, that's crazy. So you already know the story. Yeah. Yep. The story's not over yet. We're like kind of just over halfway. W nerd? What do you mean? Oh, you, yes. You are the ball knower. That was not meant to be an insult. That's my bad. But have fun playing cribbage. I'll be here. I'll try to post the video like right as I get done. As long as there's no like crazy like weird slip ups and any of this shit, I'll just try to post it. Yes, you as well. Have fun. Good night. Later. Because I probably only will do this for half an hour more. You get overtime. Yeah. Let me just clean your fucking alligator. Thank you. Okay.
Was transported.
Wait, what was I saying? I don't know. Something. Yeah, okay. I'm really only gonna play for like half an hour more. Maybe. But it should give us time to at least finish this story. And perhaps start another one. And then maybe we'll go over if it's really, really enticing. No. And also for the satisfaction of the one person that I am making this content for. Yeah. So perhaps we'll hit 2 more episodes after this one. Two total, including the one we're currently listening to. Jeez.
Christopher had been murdered
one after
in the morning, and Bob Wood's truck had an open bed, so we knew that he had to have concealed the body somehow. We started looking for the garbage cans at his place and found that there was only one there. Neighbors reported that he normally put 2 out on the curb.
So, where was the missing trash can?
Oh boy.
We spoke to Bob's daughter and found out that the day after the fire, he had taken his truck to a car wash, washed it, including spraying out the bed of the truck.
Near the car wash, investigators found a discarded trash can, the same type as the one missing from
Did
Bob's
I miss
home.
that part of the plot? Why is he...
But investigators had to be sure. Schneck noticed what appeared to be paint residue on both trash cans.
Okay.
Well, I examined the paint from the Rubbermaid garbage can and found it contained titanium dioxide as one of the major inorganic ingredients. And I compared that to the paint overspray found on the garbage can at Robert Wood's house. And I found the paint particles, the composition was the same.
Schneck then used a scanning electron microscope to analyze what was inside the can. He found traces of vomit, consistent with Christopher's stomach contents, along with some shiny metallic particles. These particles matched the sequins on Christopher's backpack.
After examining the contents and all the trace debris on the Chris Wood's clothing and the material in the garbage can and in the backpack, I concluded that Chris Wood at one time was actually in the garbage can.
Oh no.
Even with this information, investigators needed more evidence to tie Bob Wood to his son's murder. They checked his cell phone records, which revealed Wood was near Christopher's body, 50 miles from home, when he was called about the fire.
In other words, you put him in the location where Chris was jettisoned at about the time that Chris would have been jettisoned.
Finally, investigators had to determine if the smoke and fire seen by Wood's neighbors at 8:30 could have been created by a fire set just 10 minutes earlier at 8:20, the time Wood said he left the house. The ATF purchased 3 sofas identical to the one in the Woods' home.
We wanted to see how the sofa would behave when exposed to fire. How fast would this sofa become totally involved? When would it reach its max heat release rate? And how much energy would the sofa produce?
Given the size of the Woods family room, the fire would have to generate at least 2,200 kilowatts of energy to engulf the room within a 10-minute period. Tests showed the burning sofa would generate more than enough energy in that time frame.
Mr. Wood said that he left at 8:20. Therefore, we concluded that Mr. Wood was present at the time the fire was started.
Bob Wood was arrested and charged with arson and first-degree murder.
Me, it always amazes me that truth turns out to be stranger than fiction. You know, this is the worst case of arson for profit that I've ever seen in my career.
Yikes, dude.
While incarcerated, Bob Wood insisted he was innocent.
What?
I would never do anything to hurt my son.
Oh, fuck off, Bob.
He was very special.
Fuck you.
He was a good boy.
Oh, fuck you.
And he deserved to have a life.
Bitch.
He really did.
Sorry.
Yet his ex-girlfriend said Wood didn't always treat Christopher kindly.
Yeah.
He was really hard on Christopher. And if Christopher did anything wrong, he would just immediately discipline him and just really lash out at him. But with Teresa, she was his little girl. So there was to me, there was a big disparity between how he treated the two.
Wood's excessive spending left him deep in debt. Making matters worse, he was fired from his job for embezzling close to $100,000. Prosecutors believe Bob killed Christopher for the $80,000 in life insurance.
Over $80K, you're gonna kill your son.
On a cold February morning, Wood waited until Teresa left for school.
Holy shit, what a fucking
and then killed his son. In the process, Christopher vomited, leaving behind the evidence which would later implicate his father. Bob finished dressing Christopher, but he put Christopher's shoes on the wrong feet. While carrying Christopher's body to his truck, Bob brushed against his sports car, inadvertently leaving his son's stomach contents on the fender. He put his son's body in the trash can in the back of his truck. Bob went back inside, set the sofa on fire, grabbed his son's backpack, and left the house at 8:20.
These stories...
Bob dumped his son's body in a snowbank 50 miles from home, and here he received the cell phone call telling him of the fire.
Hello?
On his drive back, Bob threw Christopher's backpack along the side of the road. He washed his truck, but failed to remove all of the biological evidence, and he discarded the trash can near the car wash. The forensic paint analysis proved the discarded trash can was from Bob's home, and the biological evidence proved Christopher had been inside.
I really don't know why he killed him. The insurance money wasn't enough to get him out of trouble on Christopher.
Yeah.
I do not know why. Unless he was just absolutely pure evil.
Just before Wood was scheduled to go on trial, he hanged himself in his jail cell.
The closest Bob Wood ever came to confessing was
Oh, yeah,
discovered
you're innocent,
after
huh, Bob?
he had killed himself. We received a phone call from a psychic who said that she had visited with him in jail, and he told her at that time that there were only 3 people who knew what happened to Christopher, and that was him, Christopher, and God.
Shelley Kellogg rejected Bob Wood's wedding proposal just days before the arson and murder.
What?
Some in law enforcement believe Shelley may have been the original target, but the breakup prevented it.
The cops do believe that if I would have married him, I would have been killed too. I don't know if that's true, it's all speculation. But they believed it would have been much worse. Documents had been missing from my house. Personal documents, Social Security information, Social Security card was missing.
Although Wood's suicide precluded the trial, prosecutors believe they would have won a conviction.
Forensic scientists are amazing. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and there's always something new that they bring to a case.
There's a lot of personal, pleasure involved in helping to solve a crime. Of course, I'm one small piece of a larger puzzle, but in this particular case, I think a lot of the work I did was, very important. Feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
There were no witnesses to see Christopher's body being pulled out of the house. There were no witnesses to his body being dumped down an embankment. It was science, basically, that solved this case. And, that's fascinating stuff.
W Science. That's actually insane. God damn. And the fact that he spent his days up until trial saying that he would never hurt him. Brother. Genuinely fuck you. Just, what the hell? No motive, too. Over 80K. Like, we saw Stacy in the last one. She was trying, or even Lynn. They're trying to bag 200K. And killing their husbands. And nearly their daughter. For the cover-up story. There had to have been a whole nother kind of motive, or just like almost for this psycho probably thought of it as an excuse to do this. Just insane, just fucking insane. That sucks though. Yeah. Okay. New episode. We're gonna try to, I don't know. I'm just gonna jump around. I don't know. I wish there was like a filter of like spouses. This one's called Dwelling Confessions. Sammy already knows exactly what this story's about, just from me saying those words. W knowledge, though. W knowledge.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course.
Also, W making zero money on any of this.
A teenage girl in Australia was found dead on the side of a road. Her boyfriend became the prime suspect. Eventually, he confessed to her murder, but so did another man.
What?
Who was telling the truth.
What?
It took 40 years, a writer and a pedestrian crash reconstructionist to finally uncover the truth.
What? No, I killed her.
The city of Perth sits on the western coast of the vast continent of Australia. It's a modern example of the industrious but laid-back Aussie lifestyle, where beaches, barbecuing, and sport are critically important. In 1963, the city was smaller, but not that different.
Perth had been a sleepy little hollow, just a beautiful little town where you'd never thought of any sort of crime or murder.
Right.
Very innocent, very secure.
At that time, John Button was a teenager in love with 17-year-old Rosemary Anderson.
Okay.
Very quiet, a bit headstrong at times.
Solid spice.
Very enjoyable company-wise.
On John's 19th birthday, Rosemary stopped over at John's house to celebrate. John's little brother was also there.
Are those the two that
The three teens spent the night watching television.
While they were eating the fish and chips, John, watching TV, saw a hand come across for his piece of fish, yelled at the person thinking it was his little brother, but it was Rosemary. She got upset. She stormed off and said that was over. She was walking home.
Okay.
Button said he got into his car and drove alongside her, apologizing and trying to convince her to get into the car so he could drive her home.
You can have my fish and
She'd
chips.
done that once before.
Sorry.
And after he stopped for a little while, and after a 5-minute walk on her own, she cooled down. He thought she would do that again.
So he watched as Rosemary walked under a railway overpass and around the corner.
I sat there, I smoked a cigarette, and just in those 2 or 3 minutes, she was out of sight.
Who is talking right now?
Those 2 or 3
Rose.
I sat there, I smoked.
Railway overpass and around the corner.
Voice testimony.
I sat there, I smoked a cigarette, and just in those 2 or 3 minutes, she was out of sight.
John claimed he drove after Rosemary and found her face down on the side of the road, unconscious, bruised, and bleeding.
Wait. Claim.
So without thinking, I just put her straight in the car and rushed her straight off to her family doctor.
The family doctor.
Dr. Alistair Turner treated Rosemary that night.
Yep.
She had severe injuries where she was scraped down the road to her face and to her limbs, and her blood pressure was very unstable, going up and down as she was losing blood into her abdominal organs and so on. So really, I don't think she had any chance of survival.
When the police arrived, they noticed a dent on the front of John's car. And they also noticed fresh blood. John was interrogated for several hours.
There was the accusations. Why did you knock her down? We know it was you that knocked her down. Of course it was you. Look at the front of the car, it's damaged. You had an argument, it must have been you.
Eventually, Button confessed to hitting his girlfriend with his car.
What?
In his written confession, he admitted the couple's argument was over something more than a piece of fish.
Oh, okay.
They wrote down that I tried to get fish with Rosemary. I tried to come on to her, and she refused my advances, and that's what caused the argument.
Brother.
When Rosemary refused to get in the car, Button said he got angry and tried to scare her. So he sped towards her, intending to stop, but lost control of the car and inadvertently hit her.
Holy dumbass.
Prosecutors had all they needed for a conviction.
But wait. Somebody else.
Just a few hours after he confessed to killing his girlfriend with his car, John Button recanted. He now said his confession was coerced and that police hit him during the interrogation.
What?
And I think it was after about 4 hours of questioning that I received a quick punch to the stomach, which put me underneath the table. They pulled me out.
This is John speaking.
Sat me back in the chair again, and I realised at that point that they weren't going to let me out of here until they got a confession. And the way they were going was just going to get more and more physical.
Button said the body damage on his car happened a few weeks earlier, and that Rosemary's blood dripped onto the front bumper when he picked her up to take her to the hospital.
That's maybe possible.
Trevor Condren examined the car at the request of the local police.
If this car had struck a pedestrian, I would have expected to find damage to the bonnet.
The brother.
Like such as dented bonnet.
Why haven't we talked about the brother?
Drag marks, scrape marks.
But John Button went on trial for murder, and his earlier confession made it an open and shut case.
Yeah.
The jury deliberated for 6 hours before returning to the courtroom with their verdict.
Guilty? Probably.
Members of the jury, how do you find the accused? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Really?
I'm thinking I'm going home. Could I
Australia
go
is a
now?
whole
Could I run
different
for the
place.
door? And I decided, well, I better not. I better wait until the judge tells me I can go. So I turned back to the judge.
Order! Order!
America would have had
Terribly
that bitch
sorry,
in a
Your
chair.
Honor. I made a mistake.
What? Hold on, go back, go back.
Terribly sorry, Your Honor.
Judge.
Order! Order!
Oh, terribly sorry, Your Honor. I made a mistake.
What?
We find him guilty.
What? You can't do that.
The judge had to say guilty of what? Guilty of manslaughter.
A manslaughter verdict meant John Button's life had been spared, but he was sentenced to 10 years of hard labor in Fremantle Prison.
The police succeeded in the jury thinking he was a terrible young man trying to have sex with that beautiful young girl. I've heard that that's what the foreman of the jury said. Hang the bastard, trying to have sex with that beautiful young girl.
Why did I sign that confession? Why did they force me into it? Why did we have that argument with my girlfriend?
Fremantle Prison was a relic from Victorian times, with no plumbing, heating, or air conditioning.
You're locked up in a cell with nothing but a mattress on the floor, a rubber bucket in the corner, a plastic plate, and a wooden spoon. A very simple little argument over just a small bit of fish. That's all that it started with.
7 months later, another man arrived at Fremantle Prison to await his execution.
What?
Eric Edgar Cook had been convicted of killing a young man in cold blood. He had also confessed to other acts of random violence.
Well, Cook confessed to 8 murders and about 12 home invasions in which women were attacked in their beds.
But that wasn't all. Incredibly, Cook also said that he was the one who killed Rosemary Anderson. Cook said he intentionally ran her down when she was walking on the side of the road.
What?
For John Button, it was an answer to his prayers.
As soon as my lawyer came in and told me of this confession, I believed them. Well, this is it. I'm free. It's only a matter of time.
What?
And for the first time, Button recalled seeing Cook's car pass him when he was looking for Rosemary that night.
Yeah, of course.
What I didn't realise at that very moment, as it's turned out, driving past on the other side of the railroad line at that moment was Eric Cook.
But there were problems with Cook's confession. Police took Cook to the scene of Rosemary Anderson's murder and asked him to identify where the incident took place.
Couldn't do it, huh?
Cook pointed to the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Police didn't believe Cook's story, so the court denied John Button's appeal.
Yeah.
What should have happened is that the Court of Criminal Appeal should have ordered a retrial of John Button.
I haven't made my mind up about
Eric Cook would be the star witness.
Button clung to hope until the day it disappeared,
Fuck out of my ears.
along with the birds gathered on the roof of the prison gallows.
What the hell does that mean?
They all of a sudden just fly off into the air as the trapdoor is released. And you know just by that a person's been hanged.
What?
Eric Edgar Cook was executed.
I knew that once Eric was hanged, that was the end of any chance I had of being released.
The minister attending Cook's execution said Cook took the Bible from his hands and again confessed to Rosemary's murder.
Why?
But it was of no help to John Button. It would take years before he'd get another chance to prove his innocence. After serving 5 years of a 10-year sentence, John Button was released from prison for good behavior. The first thing he did was visit Rosemary Anderson's grave.
He was out of prison physically, but not out of prison emotionally. He led his life with a big sign over his head, convicted killer, and a big rock in his heart, injustice.
Button eventually got married, had 2 children, found a job, and battled a serious depression.
I desperately wanted to live, but the heartache and the pain of living with the injustice was so intense that I knew that I just wasn't going to make it, that I'd finish up doing something foolish. It was 7 years after I was released, I did do something foolish.
In desperation, Button took an overdose of sleeping pills, got into his car, and drove off a steep embankment at 100 miles an hour.
What?
Miraculously, he survived.
Oh my God. From that point on, my life changed completely. And a couple of things that I asked of this God that had watched over me was, would he give me back a life, and would he give me justice in my lifetime?
He wrote to government officials looking for a way to clear his name, with no luck. He even tried writing a book, but no publisher would touch it.
Yeah. And I remember standing there with the rejection slip in my hand, and I raised my hands up and I said, God, if you want this book written, you better do something. And the phone rang. It was my brother ringing me up to just to mention that he'd been out dancing with a young lady last night, and he told her about the injustice. She wanted to meet me.
The call was about Estelle Blackburn, a journalist and the former government press secretary. She was intrigued by the case and agreed to help investigate Button's story.
I had the skills, and the doors that were slammed shut in his face opened for me. I had the networks and the contacts. I could get the files and everything that he needed. I knew how to research. I was playing a detective. I was investigating a 30-year-old murder, trying to find fresh evidence.
Blackburn wasn't entirely convinced that Button was innocent. She had serious doubts about Eric Cook's credibility.
Now, I lived through the Cook era. I knew Cook didn't run down girls. Cook shot people. And later we learned that he stabbed and strangled as well. He certainly didn't run down girls.
But in the files of Button's 1964 appeal, Estelle found something surprising, something that had not been widely reported 30 years earlier. 6 women had survived hit-and-run car crashes, and Eric Cook had confessed to being the driver in each of them. Each woman's story was eerily similar to Rosemary's. Young women on dark, isolated roads run down by a stolen car. Estelle eventually wrote her own book about John Button's case, and she too had problems finding a publisher. That is, until she asked her friend, a local newspaper publisher, for help. When Brett Christian read the manuscript, he agreed to personally finance the publication of Blackburn's book.
Having met John, I realised it was just not possible for him to have done it. And it didn't seem, the physics didn't seem right to me either.
Physics?
Christian also questioned the lack of damage to the front of Button's car.
The police were trying to say that John's little lightweight French Simca had hit a girl hard enough to kill her, and yet there was really no discernible damage on it. Didn't add up. It simply didn't add up.
But could science back up his suspicions? The answer to that question would come from the world's smartest crash test dummy. Estelle Blackburn's book convinced many that John Button was innocent, and that serial killer Eric Cook was the one who killed Rosemary Anderson.
Without a legal verdict, I saw classed as a killer, a convicted killer.
His only hope of overturning the verdict was to find new or fresh evidence in this 37-year-old case.
Fresh evidence at law in this jurisdiction is evidence which was not available at the time of the trial, which obviously didn't feature at the time of the trial, and which could not, with reasonable diligence, have been available at the trial.
Publisher Brett Christian believed so strongly in Button's innocence that he searched all over the world for an expert in the new field of forensics called pedestrian crash reconstruction.
Stop and savor the strawberries. That's Daz.
Reconstruction. In Texas, he found Rusty Haight, a former policeman and one of the most respected crash reconstructionists in the field.
Accident reconstruction is an effort to explain how a car crash happened. We use a lot of common sense, some elementary applied physics, and more common sense, and try to piece together the objective information we have for a given car crash to make some sense of it, to sort out how things happened.
When Haight first looked at photographs taken of John Button's car after the accident, he didn't believe there was damage consistent with a fatal collision.
Rosemary Anderson, the girl that was hit by a car, was hit in the range of 30 to 40 miles an hour. And that leaves, that kind of contact with the body leaves distinctive marks on a car. And there were none of those marks on the car that I saw photos of, nothing even close.
The mark would be on the hood, because of the way a body moves when hit at that speed.
I think you can envision, a person as they're struck by a car, basically wrapping or bending onto to the front of the car. The technical term we use when we're describing the trajectory is a wrap trajectory, where the force applied on the body is below the body's center of mass, and so the body's going to bend, usually about the waist, and that's going to leave some sort of mark in the hood.
But in an appeals court, Haight would need more than just an opinion. He would need hard forensic proof. For that, he needed to perform pedestrian crash tests on a 1963 Simca brand car, a model that by this time was 35 years old. Despite the age, Brett Christian found 3 usable cars. He also found a 1963 Holden, the model Eric Cook said he was driving when he killed Rosemary Anderson.
Cook's version is that he drives up behind her and hits her from behind.
A biomedical dummy was used to mimic the reactions of Rosemary's body. Haight suspended it by a fishing line that breaks on impact. The police didn't accept Eric Cook's version of the crash because the exterior sun visor on his car wasn't damaged as one would expect. When Haight's test car struck the dummy from behind, it rolled onto the hood and over the roof, just as Eric Cook had claimed.
But I was focused on the visor. I was focused on the alignment, and then I looked at the visor, and I remember seeing the visor bend when the dummy hit it. And it sent a cold chill at my back. I thought, no, this is not good. It can't be good.
But the visor had snapped back into shape with no damage. This explained why Eric Cook's visor showed no damage when police inspected it.
They actually flex. That's what this visor had done when the body hit it. So now all of a sudden what was kind of a tense moment became, hey, we've done it.
So the dummy did exactly what Cook said. It was just a moment of, wow, this is it. We've done it.
And the dummy landed face down, consistent with how John Button found Rosemary's body. But the tests on John Button's car, the Simca, were even more persuasive.
We found marking at the leading edge of the hood, and more important, we found a big dent, a big depression in the hood, where the dummy had come down and basically smacked its head on the hood. Whether we hit it on the right, more in the center, or on the left, it just didn't matter.
There was no similar damage to Button's car, and each time the dummy landed on its back, inconsistent with the injuries on the front of Rosemary's body. Rusty Haight concluded that John Button did not kill Rosemary Anderson.
So with Estelle's research, And with Haight's evidence, we were able to show both of those things. A, it must have been Cook, and B, it could not have been Button. You can't get a much stronger case than that.
This was enough to convince 3 judges on the Supreme Court of West Australia
that the verdict must be regarded as unsafe and unsatisfactory on the ground that there has been a miscarriage of justice.
We went back and corrected a wrong, and we did it with an appropriate use of the forensic evidence, but also a liberal use of good investigative techniques that didn't come from the police, that came from basically lay people.
I think it makes us all a little bit more aware of the fallibility of the system and have a little bit more faith that it can be rectified and that it is possible.
It's the advance of science that's only just been made possible. And the recognition of that branch of science, that is motor vehicle crash reconstruction, that I would say, beyond any doubt, put the seal of success on John Button's case.
Am I the only one? No. Okay, he got proven innocent. I don't know. I don't know. It's so sus. Why is he talking in this fucking show like he's all sus and shit? I'm trying to like play this like Among Us and try to like read his voice, but like it's just not. I don't know. It's so weird the way he's talking about this. Like he's so chill and he's so confident that he's innocent is just like. Or it's not even a confidence, it's more of an arrogance that he's innocent is really rubbing me the wrong way, but maybe it's more of just like an arrogance of you fucking idiots made me guilty for years and years and years. Now I'm proven not guilty, so fuck you. Maybe it's more of a fuck you energy kind of arrogance. But it's still not rubbing me the right way. I don't know. That's probably the wrong way to go about that, rather than just kind of agreeing fully with the show. But I don't know. I think bottom line, it's a good thing that John got proven innocent. But John is still a weirdo. I don't know. He's a little interesting to me. Cases like that are kind of strange. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this water floor, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night or a day, whenever it is that you're watching this, whoever it is. Probably someone by the name of Sammy. I don't know. If you're new here, chat. Me. Only me. Sammy's that cat in the bottom corner. That's exactly what she looks like. No need to ask for a Sammy face cam, because it's literally down there. That's her for real. At least I didn't get called a fucking tomato today. Who said that? If she watches this video at any time in the near future, she's gonna say some bullshit. Like, oh, I meant to, I just forgot. Or some bullshit like that. Like, alright, fuck you. Yep. Anyway. And that is not a cue for you to do that, by the way. Unless you want to, I don't fucking care. But anyway. God, this floor is gonna take a little bit, isn't it? Fuck. Okay. Whatever. I'm capable of yapping. Oh my god. 2 seconds. I think my job is kind of clogging my nose a little bit with like dusts and such. My nose has been kind of runny slightly for the past few days, but it's not like a sickness. It's more of just like it always feels like there's something in my nose, and that's almost guaranteed to be just dust from my job, which is, you know, just awesome. You know, I'm inhaling dust, I'm getting told I'm gonna get cancer, I'm getting cancer from the sun every day I'm out there. It's really a paradise, guys. I mean, you know, screw a fucking co-op. Go work on a farm and get cancer in 3 different ways. Huh. Little did I know. God damn. Anyway, we're very close to finishing this floor. So very close. Oh wait, hold on, pause everything, look at the percentage. Even if you're driving, look at the percentage. Haha, funny number. Haha, stupid funny number. Haha, haha, 67, 67, 67, 67. Hopefully that didn't cause you to get into an accident. I really apologize if it did. But also, if you let me influence you into being on your phone while driving, then maybe, I don't know. Maybe we gotta work on your attention span or something. Not your attention span, but you know. Critical thinking skills. Holy shit. W re-mention of critical thinking, but I actually got it this time. It's like I turn off my fucking brain the second I start streaming. And then I just have this, like, energy where I just sit and yap and talk for ever. Okay, we're finishing this tube and then we're calling it. We're done. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah. One of these days I was gonna do like a stream where I just like run around in Minecraft kind of like I did that one night. But I just like, I don't know. I don't know why I was kind of having a bad night, but I was just kind of like, maybe I should stream just talking about some of the most depressing shit like ever. And then I was kind of like, yeah, maybe. So I wrote some stuff down about like what I could talk about. Okay, I forgot that still worked. Okay, yes. Okay, awesome. But that probably won't be happening. But it would be really interesting. And maybe I'll just like... No, never mind. That would have been stupid. Why have a therapist when I can just talk to myself on stream and pretend like there are several people in my chat telling me... I don't know. What the hell am I saying right now? I need to go to bed. Why am I still power washing? That's a great fucking question. Oh, actually, let's clean off this frog. Before we do anything, let's clean off the frog. I left him a little while ago. We gotta clean up. I'm sorry, chat. Okay. Well, that was some solid progress. This is gonna take a while, this fucking roller coaster, so. Anyway. What is this? Oh, okay, I have to spend money on that. What's here? Miniature village. If I'm feeling adventurous, we'll do that. What other Oh, the solar system exhibit. That'll be even longer. Jesus. Okay. Well, let's hope this immediately goes to... Yep, perfect. Okay. Well, I think that was a fun stream. I think that was productive. We got a lot of Forensic Files done, which normally, when I play Subnautica, I have to keep pausing because there's like lore every like 20 minutes that I play. So I have to like pause, and then I have to pause if I'm actively dying. Because, you know, I'm not trying to like run from a fucking squid monster and have Stacy in my fucking ear talking about turkey basting your fucking husband to death. Are we dead ass? Anyway, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to try to upload this literally 2 seconds after it's done on YouTube. Because this has no alignment with any other game series. But I will finish Subnautica. Maybe I'll play, like... Maybe I'll just gather the materials for that shit off stream. Just so you guys aren't just hearing me complain about it over and over again. Because that's what it would be, I fear. If you want to hear that, and you get back to me before I do it, and you want to hear me complain and yap about that, be my guest. Let me know and I'll do it. But anyway, I'm going to end stream. Stream over. Recording